Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a great week. So here we are back at the favourites and the fails. We have one major fail at the end of the video. I want to talk about it. So I have not that many favourites in May because I am currently, by the magic of the future of technology, I'm currently on holiday. So I kind of lost like 10 days of the month as far as picking up makeup, and therefore it's a smaller list, which is by no means a bad thing because you have to listen to me for a shorter amount of time. So anyway, without further ado, let's get started. So first up, this Bali Body moisturising lotion. Now I never pay any attention, give my body any like kind of help or comfort. I don't treat my body good as far as, you know, taking care of it. There is like literally skincare stops for me here. That's it. I use SPF if I'm going to be sitting in the sun, but that is it in the winter. It comes to summer and I just start throwing stuff all over my body, and this is the number one thing I've been throwing. So this was sent to me like last year, and I've just now used it up because the sun has come, and as you can see, it gives me like, as soon as like the sun comes out and I start using SPF everywhere, I get like spots. So I've started to take care of my skin, started to moisturise. This has tons of aloe vera in it, so it's perfect for when you've been in the sun. But it also, I just put it on this morning and it gives your body a nice glow. It smells like heaven. It smells like coconutty, chocolatey goodness is the only way I can describe it. Like I said, this was sent to me but a very long time ago, and I actually, when I knew I was going on holiday, I asked them to send me more because I need more. I love it so much. So yeah, if you think I'm only telling you about this because it was sent to me, you'd be wrong, because I've already asked them for more, because this is what I want to smell like all summer long. So next up, we'll just keep the skin slash body care all nicely condensed. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Multi Miracle Glow, and I got a deluxe sample of this with my order, so that was a win. Except that I don't know that I need, like, I could have lived without this if I hadn't have known about it. It is delicious. So it's like a balm. Oh, smells like Charlotte Tilbury goodness. So it's a little balm. This, you get a 7ml sample. I've used this like 3 times, so it's a really good sample. The ideal way for me to use this is to put it on overnight. Sometimes if I'm having a no makeup day, no makeup day, I will put this on my whole face, slather it on and just leave it there all day. And it will leave you very shiny and sticky, so you probably don't really want to go out of the house like that. But you know, overnight, or as you're going about your business within the comfort of your own home, leave this on for as long as possible. We wake up in the morning and you're a Victoria's Secret model. That is a fact. You will look heavenly. Your skin will look so just fresh and healthy and luminous and plumped and youthful and glowing and just like a Victoria's Secret model. This is like glorious. It's very expensive to purchase, so I'm very much on the fence as to whether I'll actually buy the full size. But if you are someone who just loves to invest and spend on skincare, which I sadly am not, then I would definitely recommend getting a sample of this or trying this, because it is just, let me show you a little bit on the back of my hand. I don't want to waste it because, you know, once it's gone, this may be it for me, but look at what this does to your skin. And obviously I've just put this on so you know you're seeing it freshly applied, but this is literally how your skin will be once you've left this on for a while as well. This just so luxurious and luminous and gloriously healthy skin is what you will wake up with if you leave this on overnight. Next up, something I have talked about briefly before, but not for a long time because it has been winter, and this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Flawless Hydrating Primer. Now you will know I did not get on well with the other Estee Lauder primer that I talked about that I picked up a sample of. This one, however, is fantastic. This has SPF 45 in it, so if I'm going out for the day, I use this. I still go in with my Tatcha silk canvas like in my sort of T-zone area, but this goes on all over my face. I use a good amount of this and it still doesn't ball up. It still doesn't leave a white cast. So if you're wearing no makeup, you can just use this as an SPF. It's not going to make you look, you know, really white or weird or like you've got something on your skin. It goes in, it feels like it's gone before you put your makeup on. I think this is a fantastic primer or SPF / skincare for in the hot weather, and this is definitely gonna be one for me to be using while I'm on holiday. It is really, really nice, and you get 30 mils in there, even though it looks really diddy, so it's perfect for travel. So that is it for the skin. Oh no, I've lied. Last up in the skincare, and this is Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. So I got a few of these smaller size of this in my prize that I won just before Christmas. So I have just started using it. This is my second one. I've gone through the whole of the first one. This is the second one. This is phenomenally expensive. So again, something that when these are gone, I will just cry and probably never get to use again. But if your skincare budget is bigger than mine, and you don't mind spending mega bucks on skincare, which personally I have a real weird issue with. Like, I'd much rather spend it on makeup than skincare, which I know is not logical, but it's how it is. So yeah, this I've been using in the morning. It doesn't have SPF in it, which is my only qualm. I would love my moisturiser to have SPF in it, but it does leave your skin looking undoubtedly heavenly, plumped, so luminous and healthy and glowy and youthful. It feels like a dream. Makeup goes on top of it phenomenally. Just, it sinks in and it feels like your skin is so hydrated and plumped and just you know, but it's in, it's gone, it's not on top of the skin, it's soaked in very, very quickly. It's been heaven and such a treat for me to get to use this for a few months, even though I may never get to experience again. But there's no reason why you shouldn't. If you love your skincare and you don't mind spending mega bucks on your skincare, this is a heavenly day cream. Now for the makeup. So again, most of this stuff is just stuff that's not necessarily new. It's just stuff that I have picked up and loved throughout this month. And one surprising thing is this Sultry palette. I didn't see this coming. It's kind of been my like least used, least favourite Anastasia palette, because I feel like, as I said when I compared all the palettes, it's the sexy, sultry, night out, date night palette, and I rarely go out, especially not at night time. So yeah, I feel like it's the least used, but I have been enjoying it more since I got a bit more tanned in my skin tone. I feel like the shades work a bit better, so it's definitely maybe one to check out if you have a deeper skin tone. The shimmers in here, I'm obsessed with. Some of these shimmers, particularly Rose Quartz, is just, I mean, what's the point of me showing you my finger? This is my favourite shade in there, this Rose Quartz shade, just obsessed. I also love Pearl, Cinder, again, gorgeous on the lid, Teak, gorgeous. I've really been reaching for this recently, which is surprising for me. Next up, one of my very few purchases this month, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Lovegasm palette. I've got a whole review on this if you want to check out my reasons for adoring it. I've got the highlight from it on today and also the bronzer along with the next product I'm going to mention. I haven't had any issues with it. I think it's so natural. I love the finish. It's long wearing. It's just so beautiful. I'm barely using anything else on my face, to be honest with you. I want to reach for it every single day. It is just beautiful. So the other thing I've got on my cheeks today is the Huda Beauty Tantour. This is in the shade medium. Again, I've got a whole review on this. I mean, what's the point in me even speaking? I should just do this video with like a list of links because I've already droned on about it all. But this is the Tan and Tone Tantour cream. I've got this on today. As I said, if you want me to see me apply it and you want to hear me drone on even more about it, I will leave the link down below. But this is just such an easy to work with cream contour. I love a cream contour, as you'll know. This one it just melts into the skin. You can whack a ton on and just blend it to whatever you want, whether you want a really strong contour or you want it to be barely noticeable. This can do it all. It's the perfect undertone, the perfect shade. It's very easy to work with. It's very travel friendly. I have really, really enjoyed this. Next up, another highlight. Like last month, I re-picked up or rediscovered the Amazing by ABH highlight as my skin tone was a little deeper. Same thing with this one. This is the Whisper of Gilt by MAC, and this was from their Snowflake collection. Oh my God. It is just wet looking, just so pretty. It melts into the skin. It is perfect on my like now medium to tanned skin. It is wet looking, and I've really started reaching for this more and more now that it is the summer. It's become one of my absolute go-tos with my darker skin. I totally had forgotten about it in the winter because it was too dark, really leaving a bit of a cast. But much like the Amazing, now loving it, loving life. This is the MAC Teddy Eye Kohl, and I have completely cracked the lid, which is fun. So yeah, this is the shade Teddy, and it's like a sort of glowy teddy brown liner. So I've got this in like my upper waterline today, and I have just been doing that a lot lately. In the summer, I hardly wear eyeshadow, so I'll put maybe a cream shadow on the lid, and I'll do a heavy tight line with this on my upper waterline, and that's kind of been my go-to. It kind of gives you a smoky, defined, beautiful eye in like 5 seconds flat, and this is the perfect shade. Even you could just do just this in your waterline and you'd be good to go. You know, maybe a little bit of a highlight on the center of your lid, and it's just perfect summer holiday makeup. It's a really long lasting formula. It goes on really, really creamy, and it's just the perfect, it's not black, so it's not too harsh, it's more natural, goes beautifully with bronzy makeup looks. Really recommend giving this one a try if you're in the hunt for a like not black smoky liner. And last but not least, a couple of blushes that I have loved this month. Number one, I'm trying to hold in this one because it's loose, but this is my personalized MAC blush. It's one of many blush palettes. So this top one here, this is Swiss Chocolate. This is one that I saw online and thought, no, it's much too deep. It's for deeper skin tones. And then this one, which is Pinch Me. By the way, shout out to my sister because she made me all these labels to go on the back so I know which is which. So she's good to me. Now this Pinch Me is what I've got on my cheeks today. It's a flipping heavenly sort of peachy corally shade with a bit of a glow to it, and then Swiss Chocolate. If, like me, I probably shouldn't have put this on over the top of that Charlotte Tilbury cream because I've created a problem. This is how not to make a video when your battery is running low, because the stress is real. So I'm just going to put them here. So this is Swiss Chocolate, and it is so perfect for if, like me, that's not the right finger it was on. It's just all falling apart. So this is Pinch Me, as you can see, a corally shade. It's what I've got on my cheeks today. It's perfect on more medium, more tan skin, because you can either use it very lightly like I did today, but it also builds up beautifully. I think that's a Pro Longwear formula, I'm not sure, but it has a satiny, slightly glowy finish, whereas Swiss Chocolate is a proper glow, like shimmery finish. And I use this if I can't bother with like bronzer, highlight and blush, especially on holiday. This is ideal because it's a bronzer shade, but it's very luminous. There's no need for blush as well, there's no need for highlight as well. If you want a bronzy glowing goddess, just look no further than this one. And this one is that beautiful pretty pop of colour on the cheeks. Between these two, I mean, what more could you want for summer? So that is it for all of my faves of the month, and now I have a big fat failure for you. And this is something that I luckily did not purchase, and I don't recommend for you to do so. This is the Givenchy Teint Couture Everwear Foundation. I have worn this in a couple of videos and people have been asking me, am I going to review it? And the answer is no, I'm not going to review it, because the shade range is so outrageously offensive and exclusive that I have no interest in promoting that on my channel. This is the foundation, if you remember when Trend Mood posted a picture of what she had received in PR, people lost their minds. And then there was some attempt to defend it by saying that's not the whole shade range, that's just the shades that Trend Mood was sent. But then we found the actual shade range and it was no better. In fact, it might have even been worse than we thought. So this is the full shade range, and this is the sample, by the way, that I got from my Feel Unique order. So I tried it out of curiosity because I wanted to kind of give you maybe my thoughts on it, because I knew I'd be asked, and you know I'm a foundation junkie and I just want to try them all. But I definitely didn't want to give it like the airtime on my channel as far as it being a review. I didn't want people to tune in, love the look of it, and then go and try and buy it and realise they've been completely excluded from the thought process around these shades. I want to give you some context to how poor this shade range is. So they sent me some lighter shades, I think like around this area. The shade I think that I would probably be, if I was to pick my shade now that I'm tanned, would either be this one, fourth from the bottom, or maybe even this one, third from the bottom. Now I may be a bit more tanned right now, but I haven't been away. I've literally just had a bit of sun on my skin in the English weather, and I am a white British person. Yes, I have olive skin, more medium skin, but I'm a white British person. And you're going to tell me that I'm third from darkest. I just don't know what else to tell you. But what I will say is it's not a special foundation. So if you're upset that you've been left out, don't be. You're not missing out on anything. What I will say is it does not wear well. By the 6 or 7 hour mark, it was fading. It was pretty much gone from my chin. It was fully gone from my nose. Everywhere I touched my face or something touched my face, it had come straight off. So in my opinion, they put as much effort into the shade range as they put into the formula. It is certainly not worth the mega bucks that it costs, and I certainly would not purchase it based on the disgraceful shade range. I just hate that people are still having to feel bad, having to be disappointed, having to be excluded and having to feel excluded from shade ranges. I understand that brands, you know, target their market, or they target where they feel the majority of their consumers come from, but I don't understand how that's related to skin tone. I don't understand that, especially to that extent. I mean, there's a decent number of shades here. So there's 20 shades, I think, in here. There's easily space in that to make more of a balanced range. You could have had, you know, 5 light, 5 medium, 5 tan, 5 deeper. And I think everyone would have said, you know, 20 shades, we'd rather see 40 or more, but 20 shades and a balanced range, everyone can kind of be closely towards a shade, finding a shade. But no, they've literally just gone for the fair to medium range and completely dropped half of the world out of their products. So I just am really disappointed in that. But I will say it's certainly not as good as my Rodial Foundation. It's certainly not as good as my Laura Mercier Foundation. It's not as good as my It CC Cream foundation. So if you're looking for a luminous foundation, that ain't it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would love to see you in a future one. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye.